evening, Earthbound friends, fans, and family. It is me, Attack Slug. I'm joined here with Sofnum. This is the race between Heikonnic and TheTerrificTracy. Sofnum, how are you doing?
Doing pretty good. How are you doing?
I'm good. Thanks for joining me for comms. So this is the round 2 Swiss. So this will determine. Let's see here. Let me look at the stats. Let me look at some data analysis.
All right. While our runners get underway here, we have a whole bunch of front-loaded cutscenes and sort of non-interactive part here. So.
All right, so the winner of this race will go into the 1-1. That's 1 win, 1 loss, and the person who does not win will go into 0-2. Those will be for our third round, and that 1-1 is starting to look pretty scary. Just gonna say so myself. But it looks like we had a good start on timers and everything, and yeah, as Sofnum says, like the beginning is kind of just you know, walking around, looking at stuff, talking to cops.
Yeah, just not a lot to do. I mean, there's a good 65 seconds or so before you get into so it's quite, repetitive. We'll see them both go in here and get the bat. You don't technically have to get it now, but it's best if you get it on one of the first couple trips out of here. Save some dialogue later. And Pokey won't let you out of the house without it.
Right, exactly. Yeah, I think it's always best to just go ahead and grab it, get it out of the way. There's reasons why people wait until maybe the second or third time you're walking past. But I know for me, like a lot of times I'll be playing by muscle memory. So when I try to do something different, I'll end up just completely forgetting what I was doing, forget to do what I needed to do, or just like something catastrophic happens. That's personally just me. So I just try and keep things, consistent with the run. Not trying anything crazy, because I know if I forget to get it, like I just won't grab it. So I just go ahead, I just get that bat, I get that cracked bat, I equip it, and we're good to go.
And now you don't have to worry about it at all.
Exactly. Yeah, one less thing.
So the main key thing here that our runners are attempting to do is slide off of objects. Kind of see down that cliff and up that little alcove there. It gets you a little more speed, as I understand it, but it's the same speed which directions.
Right, yeah, so I learned a little while ago that walking diagonally is slower than walking up, down, left, and right. So sometimes you will see, you'll see what Sofnum was mentioning, and then you'll also see people kind of like doing like a wiggle. And that's where they're going like left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right. So it kind of mimics a diagonal movement, but you're not going diagonally. And I am getting a prediction for y'all.
Hey, Shiki, I'll try and sit closer to the mic and actually project my voice.
Oh, yeah, I can turn them up a little. That's fine. You are a little soft-spoken, Sofnum. It's okay. I'm also very loud, so there's that. Let me know if that sounds better.
Yeah. I mean, I try and get close, but I lean back and.
Yeah, me down, him up. So this is where the real run sort of begins. This is where spawns will appear. After I talk to your dad.
So everything up to here to about the 4-minute mark is scripted, should go about the same way every time, but coming up is what most of the run consists of, which is reacting to what the RNG gives you in this category. There's no manipulation, so you don't know what's going to happen. So you don't know what's going to spawn, like, here.
Right. And Heiko is would not be able to get that dog. The dogs will aggro onto you. You can't stutter past them. Tracy also running into dogs. The dogs are out tonight. Oh, you got dad joke. That is pretty dad joke, Mill. So, but it's also punny, so I'll give you that.
Yeah, it is. I'm not even really sure where this name came from. But,
you know, it's funny that you say it because I was going to ask. But Heiko's having a nice hill climb. Got around that first bend that is usually the main source of aggravation in this initial hill climb.
And Tracy finally spawning something they can maneuver around in that coil state, getting stuck and getting on their way.
Yeah, you have to be careful with those crows and kind of like anticipate where they're going to swoop because they have this weird swoopy pattern to them. And so you could be like, well, maybe I can get past, and then boom, they come right at you.
That was beautiful on Tracy's screen too, where saw just the beak of the bird and managed to diagonal up and despawn it.
Yeah. Which is it's a pretty common strat there. If you see an enemy to the far right, you can walk all the way to the far left on that little cliff edge, and it should despawn whatever's there on the right.
Yeah. That looks really neat. Nice.
Yeah, absolutely. I was watching Tracy do a little bit of practice beforehand. So they should be pretty warmed up.
Yeah, and we're trailing off here again because we kind of re-enter cutsceneville for a little bit. You're joined by Buzz, who has the curse affliction of cutscenes. So, come down here and experiment. Not forgetting the bread roll like I always do.
Oh no! Don't forget the bread roll, Sofno. It's important.
It is important, and I always forget it.
No. Put a dumb word to it, then you'll never forget it. I promise.
Heikonnic making those like really nicely.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, good hill climb for Heikonnic.
Getting into that Starman Junior fight, which is we call it a scripted fight. You can't really lose this, except for I guess there are ways to lose it, but you can't. It's really hard to lose this fight. So you're really just reliant on how much damage Buzz decides to do. So that 114 was actually pretty high. What you don't like to see here is Fire B as Tracy gets into their Starman Junior fight. It just takes the longest to get past that screen while kind of not having a lot of luck. I don't know if Buzz managed to do this or what. Still uncharacteristically of this Starman Junior fight. It doesn't take quite that long.
So an early 8 minutes for Heikonnic, which is a very good time.
Yeah. Especially, I think that was like a 8-4 cycle on Starman Junior.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was pretty long. Tracy getting out of the Starman Junior fight, I think, in a slightly more typical 2 or 3 cycle.
Yeah, not too far behind.
Yeah, made up a little bit of time there from the despawning at the house.
Right, the despawn craziness that they had to deal with. And during a race, you know, I mean, I know some people can kind of it can kind of make you feel bad if you have a bad hill climb, like, oh, is this what the run is going to be like? But it doesn't always have to be the, like, you know, what's the word I'm looking for? Like, what's to come, you know?
It's actually one of the fastest places to die. So if you're gonna dying in that hill climb, it doesn't take as long to heal and you still don't get the photograph. So
you don't get the photograph. That's true. But like, I just feel like it could be kind of an omen, and it doesn't have to be.
Yeah.
You know, like it can just be rough on you sometimes. So them being a little bit apart isn't a huge deal right now.
no, this is.
Yeah, for
There's a dog. That dog
chased by dogs. Oh, that's so scary. Oh.
They are less than one dog apart, so that probably would have changed the lead in the race.
Yeah, because Tracy is now coming out into Onett, and it'll be daytime, and the music will start.
Yeah, Buzz tells you it's dawn, it's breaking.
Oh, and Tracy is gonna take a fight coming out of the Minch's house. It's just a coil snake, but these fights can be a little long because they will kind of like do turns where you can't move, so it can be a bit of a waste. But getting a level up from that, so that's always nice.
Yeah, managing to get past it there too without too much trouble. Seeing that dog before it becomes an issue as well.
Hey, that 1 XP did something.
Really nice.
So you'll see Heikonnic walking down here behind the hospital in a certain way. This does despawn sharks right here, so that you can just walk straight to this first Pogo Punk.
Yeah, you want zero skaters coming up to the shark section.
Trash burger obtained. Oh, and Heikonnic's gonna take a death to first Pogo.
Ooh.
That first fight can be tricky. Like, you kind of got to play it pretty safe, and the fact that like the Pogo Punks can just kind of like hit you for a pretty low roll or do their kind of like crit attack, their hard attack is hard to determine what's going to come next. They can also just miss, so it can be a bit of a scary fight.
Yeah.
And Ness missed. Yeah, and then sometimes Ness doesn't do his job. Most of the time.
Yeah, Ness. Sometimes Ness just doesn't want to do his job at all. Here's the photo we were talking about here is the added penalty of the photo shame.
Mm-hmm. We'll see how Tracy's first Pogo goes. Fell down, an attack. There's the charge. Tracy should be okay. Oh, the charge missed. All right, so this gives Tracy some lead.
Yep.
But not a huge loss to die to first Pogo. I mean, it stinks, but I don't think Heikonnic used any of their items, so you don't have to worry about maybe like replenishing something.
Yeah. It's not too bad. You do have this walk, as you see Heikonnic doing there.
Yeah, you can walk.
Out.
Right, you can just walk straight down. When this happens to me, I usually just take the safe route and not trying to worry about sharks getting in my way that I don't need to fight. So I'll just go the same route you take to get to this first Pogo initially. All right, Tracy is through the 2 more of their sharks and is on to Frank now.
Yeah, Frank, the first boss of the run, and pretty hard.
Oh, what do you know? Ness is missing. Just missing 2 times in a row. Oh, but comes back with a smash. Tracy gonna take a very wise life up here. Pretty much heal between every round. Oh, another one. Cute.
Yeah, that's not who we want to miss on. Frank is.
But at least they got that smash
through.
Yeah, made it through. Through. Very well played.
Yeah, we have a burger and 3 life ups, so I think we're pretty good for Frankenstein.
And coming into Frankenstein with 50 HP, you can just do 3 bashes in a row. 4 if you're feeling crazy.
4 if you think you're going to be lucky, then
Yeah, 4 if you're like, please
Oh.
gut save, please gut save, please gut save. And Heiko
I don't think you have to get quite that lucky.
I have. I don't recommend it. Heikonnic will be entering Frank. Ooh, and another smash. Great time for Tracy getting out of these Frank fights. Frank's talking dirty.
Yeah, that's kind of what you want to see. You don't want to see like the fight that Tracy had where Frank is attacking every turn. That's just not super sustainable. But
Yeah. And Heikonnic threw that pretty easily. I mean, I've definitely had Frank fights where literally all he did was brandish. And you're just like, please God, I'm just a child. Please have mercy.
I'm just a kid, mister. I'm here in my baseball hat.
Alright. Yeah, Heiko's gonna wanna... Alright, through the punch. Nice. It was a little risky there. But I think at, 25, they could have mashed through it.
25 about on the limit of match. Tracy's gonna go talk to the mayor and get the key to the shack so that they can go to
BH Purple. I love the weird names in this game. Mayor, like Mr. Poochified, Purple. What?
And the nuts.
And yeah, that's a good one too. Well, who's the guy at the very end that Lardna has like left Aloysius for? Mr. Prettyface or something? I can never. I think it's that guy right there, like that same sprite. I could be wrong. It's happened before. So Tracy's gonna take out some money to grab burgers to help them get through Giant Step and cops after that.
Getting out of the Frankenstein faster than Tracy did make up some time. So, well, Tracy will buy burgers until we can't hold any more burgers, probably.
Mm-hmm. Filling up
It's
the backpack
usually
with
very
burgers.
Yeah. I mean, I wish I had a one for burgers.
So coming up will be the Giant Step portion of the run, which is the only portion of the run where you intentionally take fights with enemies. And that is to do the quote-unquote slug grind, where you fight slugs until you reach level 8, which is when you obtain your PSI ability, Rocket. Yep, time for some violence.
Yep, you have to commit violence against slugs people.
It's fine. It's fine.
Unfortunately.
It's okay. I'm
It's
not.
just,
I'm not always sad this time of year. It's okay. This isn't me. It's all right. I'm not sweating. I literally made that emote just for this because I'm like, golly, I picked a good name, didn't I? Little did I know.
It's a great name.
Little did I know.
I think it's great.
Thank you.
But
Pretty
Tracy
quick
getting a
pack.
4-pack.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very nice to see. I always see mice. There's just mice here. And Tracy having trouble despawning this one mouse.
But stuttering away pretty, very nicely done. Giant Step is in finding a second mech. Yeah, Giant Step is one of the first places where stuttering will really start to come in handy. Let's see if Heiko can take these 3 or if it's just going to be a 1-and-1. Oh, it is.
Oh no.
Hi, Lord Taco. That's okay. We'll fight these slugs one at a time. It's almost faster this way, and you can get the chance for a bomb drop. Yeah.
Yeah. You get that many more chances to get a bomb.
And you don't lose any.
Titanic gas.
Yeah, and here's a couple more. They're just they're kind of spread out today.
It's okay. That's okay. We'll find
So
the other 2 lost ones. We'll make a couple packs for.
yeah, but here's the thing. Since Heikonnic has gotten 6 in total, now all they need to do is get 4 4-packs and can head up to the top and don't have to worry about trying to spawn a 6-pack up top.
Yeah, this is true.
Pokemon Cammy.
Actually. Oh,
there was
mouse.
some. I think I saw some slugs. I think they might have missed it. And I think Tracy's on their 3rd pack, Softum. Do you think that's right?
Yeah, that sounds correct.
Okay, I think so too.
3rd or 4th, but
yeah,
definitely, ahead in the slug grind.
Yeah, for sure.
Just not having a lot of luck here with the slugs. Did get the mouse stuck in the wall, so there's no more mice.
Heiko's walking too far to the right. They need to walk a little bit, right. See where those little stones are and those little stalagmites above them. That's kind of where you want to, cursor back and forth. Walking too far is I don't think it could, but I think it's better if you just walk a little less of a despawn area. Oh, there they are.
Yeah, I mean, it's the less you walk, the faster it's going to be, right? Because you're going to get that many more chances. But yeah, I can't do it by feel yet, so I have to go for it.
I think it depends on how you're playing the game. What if you're doing console, classic, emulator. I think that does have a bit of an impact on being able to feel those things. But I'm with you, Softum. They're like, wait for the lag. And I'm like, all I feel is lag, so I'm just going to play. I think this might be... Tracy's getting close to getting to level 8.
Yeah, I think so. So I don't know if this is 5.
Let's see.
4.
I think probably one more pack for Tracy, and they'll be good. I think they're gonna go for that 6-pack upstairs. Do some stuttering.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Look at my stat.
This is not good.
Oh no.
So Tracy's going to want to take care of those Antoids first thing.
Yeah, as you can see, they can call for help, and then they can keep doing that.
They can also life up. And they hit pretty hard as well. 13, those add up. But Tracy is going to be able to get through this.
And that is the reason that you'll see the runners, for the most part, take their slugs on the first floor, is because there's no instant.
Exactly, yeah.
But Heikonnic finding a 4-pack up here on the second floor. And yeah, Tracy, let's do it. Level 8 for Tracy. Level 8 is where we get the psychic power that is named after your favorite thing that we'll probably call Boogey throughout this broadcast. But and that is what you need to beat Titanic Ant. I don't see how you could do it before that.
I mean, you can, but it kind of sucks, it's not fun. Titanic Ant fight already is pretty awful, so the rockin' in I think one of the main reasons is that it will take out the 2 ants behind Titanic Ant, his cohorts, so to speak, because all those ants do, they're weird enemies in the game. All they do is life up, so they're not going to hit you. They're just going to make it so that Titanic Ant stays healthy, which is what you do not want. See, there's a life up, and once again another one.
Well, timed life ups though for us.
Yeah. Ooh, and a 106.
Too.
Hey.
Yeah.
What's up?
I mean, we're gonna play it safe and do a life up, which is good.
And outspeed for that second rocket at 55. That's pretty good. And it throws up a shield. And they're gonna magnet, but we don't have any psychic points, you big jerk.
Yeah, we spent them all.
Yeah. What now? Oh, ouch. And a hard hit.
We did have the burger.
We need to be quiet. Can hear us.
We're taunting Titanic.
Just
ant
kidding,
too
you're a
hard.
great ant. You do a really good job guarding Giant Step.
Yeah, nice.
Tracy's playing this really well, though, keeping that HP up.
Yeah, being very disciplined about.
Oh, God.
You got it.
Just having to burn through all those burgers. This ant is being
Yeah,
relentless.
Not great, but.
Oh. Oh.
There we go. Finally.
I feel like my heart rate is up. That was so scary.
It was very intense
Ooh,
right there.
Gosh.
And Heikonnic's gonna be entering just as Tracy is leaving here. So, go ahead and see.
Yeah, we'll see how Heiko's ant goes, because that was a really mean jerk-off ant for Tracy. How many hits in a row was that? And they were hard hits, too. Oh, God.
Yeah, they were 40s.
As a crit. Like, ooh, and a magnet to start off with. Don't love it, but it's not terrible. Ooh, and a 109. All right, we'll see if Heiko can get a second one. Oh, no! This is the worst! But he didn't have enough!
Oh, no. We did leave us enough for a life up.
Yeah.
Which is kind of nice.
That is just at least a little nice, yeah. Do you think Tracy's gonna buy more burgers? I mean, they had to use so many in that fight. I didn't see how many they have left, so.
I think the answer is 1 or 0. I don't know. I think that buying some more burgers would be a great idea. At this point, I mean, cops are. I feel like you need at least a couple burgers to get through there.
Take this! Just Titanic ant are too much for my heart. Oh, I'm sorry. That was just so scary both times, like back to back.
It was a little bit punctuated there, but Heikonnic actually getting out of that ant fight a little bit faster than Tracy.
Yeah.
Even though
but still, and Tracy, I bet they'll both buy more burgers after that. Like, bleh. But still, both of those were just horrendous.
Yeah. Tracy doing the safe thing, filling up on burgers here before going and finding the cops, because running out of burgers on cops it's not a very nice feeling.
The good thing is they can drop them. It's a relatively high drop, but you can't depend on that,
Yeah, you can't go in there going, oh, I'll get one bird from the cops. It's just not...
Yeah, surely this cop will drop a burger out of his pocket. That's what those pockets on the side of their pants are for. They put burgers in there.
They put burgers.
Forget bullets, I need burgers.
Kids don't reach in looking for a burger.
A cop reaches down and you're like, no, I swear. And he's like, what? It's just a burger. Are you hungry? Alright, so Tracy doing okay through these cops so far. I think this is still their first one.
Yeah, and Tracy, I think filled that.
Yeah, taking it pretty safe, which is safe. Yeah, it's a good idea.
Yeah, I mean,
at this point,
your head plays
there's no reason to be crazy. But we don't know if they know. Oh, and a smash. You love to see that.
So, as this is not a randomizer and just a speedrun, the runners are welcome to come and watch and listen to us and just kind of see what happens. So, some of them will know if they're ahead or behind, and it can make some decisions. If you're behind, you want to take.
Yeah, I can for sure. Yeah, I can definitely throw a wrench in your decision making, whether it be for good or bad.
Heikonnic in chat saying I never watch.
Me either. Wait. I got.
You really don't, though.
I really don't. No, I don't. I really don't. No, I'm stressed out enough as it is. I don't need to know. Alright.
For some reason,
Oh,
the Odette always seems like such a nice time from the outside that I don't get that stressed. And then I'm there, and it's a terrible place. But this is actually going to be some really, really good on that.
And the Heiko has and Tracy's going. Oh my God, Tracy's going to be strong. And another smash. Tracy making the right play with going ahead and healing first thing, because as you can see, strong will grapple.
Yeah.
Heal again. Once again, a very smart play.
Probably gonna hamburger again.
Yeah.
Wait out, strong.
Which was a very, very well played by Tracy, because those rockets can miss. They get the boiled egg!
They got the egg.
The run is blessed.
And so that
or
is a
cursed.
That is a 30-minute Odette for Tracy.
That's amazing. Yeah. That's really good for them. We got an egg. It's boiled and linty, and it's warm from being in my pocket. Don't mind me and my songs.
No, you're fine.
Heiko, we're just right behind Tracy. Really close now. Closing the gap. But definitely needing to heal on that first turn.
Heikonnic having much the same strong fight here. It's a second rocket off.
Alright, there we go.
And there we go.
Yeah, also pretty much out of... Yeah, they're out at like 31. It was like 30:58 or something, so... What, like a minute behind?
Yeah. Right at.
Mm-hmm. Ooh! Those can be scary. As you saw, those Antoids were starting to aggro.
It's easy to forget some of these little rocks that can spawn enemies, but don't always.
Right, yeah. I always give it a very wide berth when walking through there, because I'm terrified of those enemies.
Basically taking out all of their money and then saving here, which is going to set up a death warp that we will, I'm sure, talk about later. Do shack fight outside the game.
What if we didn't? What if we just didn't talk about death warp at all? I'm just kidding. Way too many mushrooms for Heiko here. They do have a very small aggro radius, but you still don't want to risk it.
Yeah, they're not very fun fights. Having a mushroom sucks too, because if you get a mushroom, then the game will randomly kind of rotate your controls. I mean, it's not exactly random, but it seems that way.
Heiko's being thrifty, only taking out 400. I usually take out 500, and as we were mentioning, the death warp, you do want to have at least $100 left over, so you don't have to take out more money from the ATM to go and revive Paulo when we get there.
Yeah. And of course, $200 is going to go to Advocate to help him in bed.
Yeah. And
for this run, the pencil eraser. But the full run, you've got some erasers.
What do you know? A mobile sprout just right on the other side of that door. I've never seen that happen. Good old fart cave. Ew!
Oh, gross.
Oh, they're not going away.
They went away.
But fun fact,
They came back.
that girl hanging out in that mushroom patch, she will buy a mushroom off your head if you do happen to get mushroomized. She still pays $50, like the healer in the hospital. Alright, third loop. There we go. You don't have to actually view the pencil eraser, you just have to load it into the memory of the game. Saves a little bit of time.
Yep.
Ooh. Whew. Heiko felt like they had enough room there, and they did. But I would not have blamed them if they had decided to despawn those as well. It can be easy to sort of misgauge the radius of which you have to walk past those sprouts and mushrooms.
And you can't do anything once they're...
Yeah, no, you can't run away. Oh, yeah,
way
yeah.
too bad.
That is no thread, needle I want to thread on Tracy's side.
And she's so no to it as well. Or they so no to it as well. Taking the butterfly thing.
Yeah, you want to get at least 2 butterflies before you enter into Happy Happy Village. Especially since you probably used up all your psychic points, defeating Strong.
Yeah, the game isn't going to refill them for you.
Enforce mushroom capitalism. Oh, getting some skip sandwiches. Just one little skip sandwich in case you need it. I think what we've seen in this tournament so far is that people are using those skip sandwiches in Peaceful Rest Valley to get past sticky situations.
Yeah, there is, of course, the one in Happy Happy that you get after defeating Carmage. But that's not early enough to help you through Peaceful Rest Valley.
No. Fly flavored flam flips. You know, honey and peanut butter sandwiches are actually really good. That's the truth. And just still trying to despawn. There we go.
Trying to get back through Parkcave the second time while Iconic is getting the pencil eraser from Outkill.
Yeah, so still just right behind Tracy. Keeping up the pace, which is good.
One section of PRB apart, basically. Keeping the limit. Sometimes you usually can get some in PRB, and they're hard to choose.
Immediate pickle.
Oh no!
Oh, they're gonna go for skip. Can they do it? No.
Oh,
and a red swirl at that.
And the ad too. Just
it's just, I mean, that's like the first like horrible places of PRV, because it is so easy to get pincered or pickled there, however you like to call it. And I am nervous for heikonnic. I have had the same situation where you thought that UFO was gone, but it was hiding behind a tree. You have to be very careful here. And I think they can get past that. And Tracy did take a death, so they will have to start their journey through Peaceful Rest Valley again. Yeah, infamous pincer point for sure, Possum.
Just like that, the lead switched by about the same time. So, just goes to show you how harsh that Boogey percent can be.
Yeah.
These are both experienced runners. Just sometimes just says no.
Well, I mean, I think, and this isn't to sound like this is not rude, I promise, but Tracy is a fairly new runner to Boogey percent, so I don't know if I would say they're experienced at Earthbound. I do know that Tracy runs a lot of Mother 1, so they are experienced in the regard of maybe the feeling of the Mother series, but I know that they've still been like practicing a lot of the Boogey and haven't done a ton. But Heikonnic is fairly experienced. This is a rough fight for Heikonnic as well. That little that little UFO can be hard to get the Rockin' to even work on, but they do get through it.
They're so fast.
Yeah, they're just too fast. They can outspeed it. You basically start it with a negative chance to run away, and Tracy is getting pickled in the same spot again. I can't believe it. Oh, come on. And there's a diamond behind that UFO. The only thing I could have seen that they could have done is just take that single UFO fight and just try and destroy it and then despawn past it. Oh gosh. Oh my god. The UFOs are everywhere today. Okay. Tracy. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was good.
Getting a refill there too from the level up is pretty nice. Now the UFOs don't come back and we're able to despawn, so that was really good.
It was a smart play. Yeah, it was about the only thing you could do that wouldn't completely risk dying again, because they did have, you know, those 20 psychic points. But having a pretty rough PRV for Tracy. I'm sorry. This place can be so rude. But that does give Heikonnic a pretty good lead here, as they are already doing their shopping and happy.
Yep. Tracy having not a lot of luck with this despawn around the corner here. It's a little bit rough because it spawns in way before you see it on screen. Mm-hmm. So you have to go back ways. It does get across there into kind of the
UFOs are out tonight. They're like, it's Friday, let's party in the Peaceful Rest Valley. No, go away.
It's like all the UFOs from the tournament showed up here.
Everywhere, yeah. Right? Heikonnic on their first cultist fight that you must take. There are 2 cultist fights that are required.
This one commonly called the shack fight. The single cultist in the big group.
Okay, well at least when that call for help, at least it was before the Rockin'. So 2 Rockins should take care of this for Heikonnic.
Yeah.
Tracy has finally made it to happy after a really rude Peaceful Rest Valley. Good job.
Yeah, great job getting through though.
Mm-hmm.
Hit the track.
And not a cute UFO in sight, Shooky. Not a single one. Fun fact, UFOs can drop up to like, I think 6 or 7 different items when they do drop. You think they will, Pebble? Yeah, maybe because of the, they took that UFO fight and then they had an extra cultist. Pebble was saying that, I mean, you probably read it in chat, but they think Heikonnic will take the big level up after this next forced cultist fight, which is what you want to see. You don't want to see that after defeating Car Painter. Yeah, they did, Sarah. I don't know if you were here for that. Alright, and here's Tracy's shack fight. I feel like they're getting almost the same RNG in these fights. It's so crazy.
It is a little bit...
It's weird, right?
Yeah. I mean, there was... They both did 106 and 109 on...
Right!
Titanic.
Yeah, and then Ant crit, and then... What?
Yeah.
Weird. Cause I'm putting on my fall hat. Oh wow, my texting came out real bad just then. I felt it. My full hat. Woo! Tracy getting the butt, getting that big life up. There you go.
Quite alright. I grew up in Arkansas. You can't tell.
All right, big deflect for Heiko. We're gonna bash and then do rockin', which is I think it's a pretty good strat to do. Gonna hit him with another one. Ooh!
Good. Gets the deflect.
Smooth car painter.
Yeah, that's kind of how you want that fight to go.
Mm-hmm. HP up by 13, so but it's not too bad. I think they're around 60 something.
A mole can do that in a couple hits.
Yeah, for sure.
Hopefully.
All right, Tracy's second cultist fight, and then they will be heading on to car painter as well. Yeah, hopefully. Would you say molefully? I'll be here all night, folks. Oh my God! So many cultists. Ay, ay, ay.
Oh. You really will be here all night because you're doing comps for
I'm doing the quad. Yeah. I'll try to reel it in.
No, you're fine.
No one believes me. Okay, Tracy.
Cultist D?
Tracy, yes, Cultist D.
This is the single one.
But they do such a good job getting through it. Truly, truly. Tracy is playing really, really well. I'm very proud of them.
Yeah. Oh yeah, absolutely. Great.
Let's see. Did Tracy eat anything? I don't know what their HP is going into this car painter fight. But I imagine they probably feel confident. That crow did steal a burger, so hopefully they noticed that and they're not hoping for it to be there.
I'm not counting on.
Yeah. Alright, a deflect. Alright, we got one deflect. Not enough to do rockin', but that's okay.
Yeah, really, you just kind of,
Okay, no deflex.
Ooh.
Or
Yeah,
reflex,
that's
sorry.
Rough. That is rough.
Heiko's entering their mole fight.
There we go.
A quick death to Paula.
There we go.
Alright, that'll do it for Tracy.
Yeah. 55 plus a level up will probably be 60. Or 57.
Yeah, so that's a good place to be.
Yep.
And a pretty quick death warp for Heiko as well.
Yep. We'll send us back to Tucson a little bit quicker than we can. Then we go to the hospital, revive money
Yeah, this game is supposed to be based on America, so in America you have to pay at the hospital. There's no free healthcare here. There are no Dr. Saturns in America.
There are no Dr. Saturns.
How I wish there was.
I know.
Oh yeah, only 100, right, Pebble?
Now, heikonnic kind of finishing up the series of Tucson fetch quests here.
Mm-hmm.
Paula's father does not accept a ghost of his daughter as his daughter, which I can't really blame him for. But so Paula on the way gets to pass here. Then you're gonna go and we're gonna get some money from Hippie. Pay for release of the runaway five.
Did Tracy already drop their defense gear? or I don't know if I missed it. For the Death Warp. So for the Death Warp, you'll see players either unequip the defensive gear, which is the cheat bracelet and the Holmes hat, or completely drop it and drop the teddy bear as well, which aids in your Death Warp going quicker. Fullest... No! Get out of here! I'm not reading chat. I refuse. Okay, and the mole is being a butt, per usual.
Yeah, we're just sizing up the situation. The situation is, look at my ATM card.
Heiko going for that left side theater. Woo-wee! Nice.
Fancy.
Oh, the mole is trying to scratch. There we go. Alright, that is what you want to see. Now, Tracy could just auto fight with Paula, but they get immortal damage, and that's their mole, which is pretty good as well. A little bit of shenanigans at the beginning, but nothing crazy.
Yeah, and those were just mole-based shenanigans anyway.
Yeah.
So, they weren't exactly...
They weren't like, true shenanigans.
Yeah.
You would have done Vogler every time, Ari. I like it. For anyone wondering what Vogler is, it's where you take out the money at the department store, but you save at the bus station. And then right as you're going to enter the cave to get to Happy Happy Village, to the left at the end of that sort of cliff is a gift box with a cup of life noodles. And so you grab that instead. And then you death warp either with the mole, or some people will go and try and grab it afterwards, after they get Paula, and then do a death warp there, which takes you back to the bus station. You revive Paula with the couple life noodles, and then it's sort of just like a straight shot all the way back up instead of having to kind of like walk back up and down. Yes, and there's our our Vogler chant, or prayer, whatever you want to call it. Ode.
In theory, it is faster. I believe lots of things have to go right for it to be actually.
Yeah.
Is sort of the thing. But some people will grab the life noodles and death warp, but still save at the department store. Sometimes you forget to save, and then you're sent back home.
Yeah, that also happens, yeah. Listen, there's a lot of moving parts, and you're just trying not to die. You're just trying not to die in this game, and things get crazy. It's alright. It's alright if you forget something. It's just a game. Another left theater for Tracy as well. Also gets it. But Chad is trying to thwart Tracy. Get
so
out of the
Heikonnic
way.
did left theater and right bus.
Yeah.
Okay.
The reason people do left bus is because it's guaranteed that you're not going to get the photo trigger. And either way is fine. But you'll see most people do right bus. It's shorter. Moves bus. Goes a direction.
And left theater. I guess. Tracy in the Runaway 5 performance cutscene, while Heikonnic is in the nice little going to Threed cutscene here. I do want to remind everybody that we do have a Discord. It's where all the speedrunners hang out. We also have 2 randomizers. One is sort of called Ancient Cave, kind of based on Lufia Ancient Cave, and one of them is an open world key item randomizer. And it's a lot of fun.
Yes, the randomizers are very, very fun. Definitely check those out if you're a fan of Earthbound and know it, fairly well. I would say,
Or even if you don't.
yeah, I would say, well, if you don't know it very well, I would say go with Scramble first. Ancient Cave is definitely, I guess, for lack of a better word, a more advanced randomizer of Earthbound. That does take a good chunk of knowledge, and it's completely different from Scramble. So Scramble is super fun. Yeah, like you said, key items and a pretty chill graveyard for Heiko there.
Yeah,
Just
that
one
was
little
standing out.
despawn, no flies, which is lovely to see.
Pair here to head to Winters, specifically Snowwood Academy. Get to join Jeff.
You get to become Jeff.
I don't know. I've played Scramble a bunch. I've never tried, so can't really have an opinion. Potato. Yikes is a great speed. But yeah, there's lots of QOL things on the randomizer that we're talking about here in chat, like it's text speed, auto mashing.
Skip sandwich speed always.
Yeah.
But this is vanilla, so you gotta play it. You gotta play it like a true champ.
It has its own charms. Fun. Quite enjoying.
There's no hand holding in vanilla. Sorry.
Yeah, there is really. It's brutal.
So Heiko will start their Jeff journey while Tracy is about to see how the graveyard treats them. Hopefully just as chill as it was for heikonnic. And still a pretty close race, especially with Pond Cave coming up, Brick Road and Pond Cave coming up. It could be a place to close the gap for Tracy.
Yeah, Pond Cave can be a big source of RNG and
heartache, heartbreak, wanting to cry in the corner.
I was gonna say testing a runner's skill, but yeah, that's all accurate. So.
He looks you over. I love that zombie. So also, so far, a pretty chill graveyard for Tracy, which is very good.
Yeah, that is the kind of graveyard we all aspire to, really.
Yeah, not having to run through everything to get away from a fly.
Yeah, or actually having luck despawning instead of things just refusing to go away.
Mm-hmm. So in the run, you do pick up a couple of items to help you through this next part, as you see Heiko doing there. They spoke with Maxwell, got a couple of items.
Yep. Now.
Picking up Bubble Monkey.
Yeah.
Our beloved Bubble Monkey.
Who never causes us pain. We always, and I mean always, respected.
Yeah, nothing but the utmost respect for us as Jeff, the player. He does have he is a beefy monkey though. He's just curious,
I mean, he helps out more than Pokey does, so.
Yeah, definitely. I was not saying much.
Not really saying a lot, but
not a lot.
Technically better than Pokey is I guess where we're going.
I mean, when you're having to be compared to Pokey, you're not in a good situation. You did something wrong. we will be seeing our first Tessie. Take a little Tessie ride down the South Winters.
I think we might be staggered just enough that we get like the full Tessie experience where Tessie will go from one screen to the other.
We might, yeah.
That's it.
And there it is. Beautiful, serene, gorgeous purple Tessie.
Very majestic.
Majestic, the music, everything. There's a member of the community named 1990X, and one time he told me that when he dies, he wants to be shot out of a rocket with this music playing. And I was like, that's amazing.
Yeah, instead of like taps or whatever, this music.
Right? Which is a play off of Strawberry Fields by the Beatles. There are a lot of music references in Earthbound. Alright, Tracy picking up their items from the lockers.
Yep, you basically need this Holmes hat, this pop gun.
Oh yeah, definitely.
If you forget, then you have to.
You're gonna have a bad time.
You're gonna have a very bad time. Because as we'll see, Jeff is gonna have to fight here momentarily.
Mm-hmm. So we'll see how Heikonnic's Brick Road will treat them. Gonna go for that first proto skip. Whoa! Runs into the box. It's okay. Maybe he was trying to open it. You can open the gift box. Tracy's skipping that crow. I do not blame them. Could give a cookie drop, but ay. Ooh, Heiko takes a desk to the first proto. This could be Tracy's chance to try and catch up here. Still a bit of time in between them.
Maybe like one Tessie ride now.
So
But yeah, sometimes Brick Road be like that.
Yeah, it do. Sometimes the proto one makes you want to use your big bottle rocket on it.
Don't do that, by the way.
Don't do it, but it
Cause
is
problems later.
it crosses your mind.
It does. You're like, I have these neat things. Oh, come on. Protoplasm.
Alright, Heiko's gonna go for defend and try and run from this. Yeah, which is a good idea. As Tracy gets on their Tessie. Yeah, Ari. Oi. Alright, we got a couple more Tessies here in chat. Sorry about that ad break. I'll try to snooze the next one as it is getting closer to the end of the run. Alright, Heiko getting through that pretty gross proto fight. Tracy approaching the shore to enter their brick road.
Deciding what skip is not today.
Oh, but like here we're seeing the duck can be very rude. It does have the ability to peck at you for your full HP. Heiko gets through it. I'm imagining they will probably pick up that croissant for some safety. There is a croissant right around the corner below.
Yep, doesn't take very long.
And they're not going for it. That's fine too. Maybe they think, well, this is pretty close. I better just get out of here. Trying to set up that monkey or that second proto skip, and monkey was not cooperating.
Monkey I thought he had. I thought Heikonnic had it too.
All right, so we are only a couple of fights between now. This is really going to come down to Concave and how they play it, which is usually the great equalifier.
Yep. So, yeah, just not even all of Brick Road now between them.
Tracy taking that first proto with ease.
Yeah, not having nearly the same trouble Heikonnic did. That's a decent one. And Tracy not even really trying duck skip either, just moseying on in.
I mean, I see the allure of wanting to take the duck skip and setting it up, etc., because the duck can be pretty nasty, but I also see, like, the other side of it of... Ooh, rats. The other side of it of just being like, I'm just gonna fight this, it should be fine, and not, like, taking the time to try and be, like, trying to get it stuck so that you can walk past it. But we'll see if Tracy can get the second proto. And Heiko taking a death! Tracy getting the second proto! Tracy has taken the lead once more! Woo! Let's go. Oh man, it's so rough on Heiko's part because that monkey could have possibly gotten a green swirl there, but they didn't. It was just in the like a couple of pixels away from being a green swirl, and they would have been able to just run away because monkey can cause green swirls because they come from behind you. But yes, still very close, depending on how these runners want to take Pond Cave. Pond Cave is like the second place where your stuttering is the most important in this run.
Yeah, and I was going to point out too that Heikonnic has a little bit easier time with its death because he did have to end up clearing all three of those enemy spots rather than skipping any number of them.
Yeah, and I also think Heiko might be a little bit more confident in their stutters than Tracy is, and that's okay. Stuttering is can be risky business. It's something that definitely takes a lot of practice. So if Tracy can get a pretty good setup here, I think they should be able to stutter their way up there. All right, gonna stutter away from this mouse while Heiko's trying to get no spawns in the third room, get some. And Heiko's taking the lead again. This race is crazy.
It is very back and forth.
Yeah.
Tracy having to take some slugs here.
Yeah, we're slingshotting here. Slingshot and rubber banding?
Otherwise,
what did I mean
clear.
to say? Okay. Yeah, we're close. And where Heiko is right now can be a big point of contention. You do not want to take these mushroom fights. That was a little... But he gets past it. Heiko's
almost just in the wrong spot.
Yeah, it was close.
It was really, really close.
But Tracy getting past the second room of Pond Cave. We'll see how the third room goes for them.
Just totally walking through that third room.
Yeah, if they can get... Oh, and no spawns in the third room. Woo! Ah!
Nice skipping the photo.
Hi, Octo. Welcome in.
Hi, Octo.
Hey. So I was thinking...
Good morning.
I was thinking, since the quad is Shooky, Sharpless, and Chef, then I'm going to call you Shocto Pascal. Is that okay? I thought it was funny. Oh, and Tracy also having problems with these mushroom despawns. If they can get them, this is still really, really close. That's not going to do it. That will do it. Whew.
Tracy has the caveman.
I won't, Pebble. Trust me.
I don't think there's any risk in that. Yeah, so I'm gonna have Skyrunner. Cutscenes probably.
I mean,
This is
you
really
know
fun.
Tracy got to feel really good about their run right now, even regardless of the little deaths that they've taken. This has been a really great run for Tracy, and then it is one of the fun things you get to see throughout the Boogey tournament is how people improve. Because when you're playing it and you're practicing it so consistently, it's almost like guaranteed that you should be improving.
Right.
So it's very fun to see from like the first rounds to like the fourth round, like where people are at. And I believe we're seeing that with Tracy right now. Their routing has been a lot smoother, their movement, knowing how to deal with fights. So I can definitely see a big improvement in Tracy. They should be really happy for themselves. Alright, and I think this is the first go around for Heiko in 3. The Skyrunner does make 2 rounds. He's got to hone in, find the telepathic signal. So this race could come down. I mean, it will come down to how each runner's trek to the Boogey tent goes, and the actual Boogey tent itself.
Yeah.
It's very, very close.
And that's unfortunately, that's also something that the runners have some, but not a lot of control.
Right, with this cutscene. Yeah, you can't.
Well, oh, I'm sorry. I was talking about like the spawns.
Oh,
The
that too. Yeah. There's no magic button. There's no repel sandwiches. Like I said, there's no hand holding.
Nope. We'll see how Iconic does here.
I think Tracy has to make one more round around 3 to...
Yeah. Let's go. Right there.
No, stop. Heiko grabbing the teddy bear, common strat. It is for safety. So if the tent decides to attack on the first time, I think there's about a 70 to 75% chance it will hit the bear instead of one of the characters.
And specifically instead of Jeff.
Yes, we do not want Jeff to be hit. He's our he has one job. He's got one job right now. Ooh, and there's
fragile.
flies by.
Yeah.
Heiko saw those flies. Don't break his glasses. I can't see without my glasses.
Oh.
All right, here we go.
Yeah.
Let's see how this goes. Oh, it's
Here
so
we
close.
go.
Defend, BBR. That's the play. 322. Low roll, but they also picked up the second bottle rocket. 80. 115. Boogie's still not down. Another PSI. All right, that'll do it.
It is down.
GG's.
So just some mashing and a little bit of time here for Heikonnic.
Who is this seal? Tracy using that skip sandwich right away, getting down there as fast as they can. Running past those spawns. Woo!
Did pick up the last bear though.
Mm-hmm.
Dodging the butterfly that is completely useless.
Oh, there's a dog! Oh god. Okay.
It's okay. It's okay.
I have PTSD.
I know. I was very proud of you. You mentioned dogs a few times during this broadcast without it occurring.
Oh, and a one shot for Tracy. GG's.
Oh, GG's on Tracy's side too.
Oh,
That'll be a very close race.
Yeah, I'm gonna guess this is gonna be maybe a PB for Tracy. Really, really well played, both of them.
Yeah. And Heikonnic has come in first with an official time of 1 hour, 13 minutes, and 16 seconds, and we'll be doing the comment sort of post-race.
Yeah, so that's gonna bring Heikonnic into the 1-1 group. which is, like I said, continually getting scarier and scarier by the minute. I am terrified.
Yep.
I am also in that group, but I'm very scared.
I'm in the nice and happy OO2 group, so. And this will be Tracy's official finish. According to race time, their time is 1 hour, 14 minutes, and 3 seconds. So less than a minute separating these two runners.
Yeah.
Great
Yeah,
performance on both of them.
definitely. GG, is it? Tracy's PB is mid 115. Well, then that's a PB for Tracy. Let's go. Awesome job by both of them. We do have another race in, let's see, it's 7:15.
A couple hours, right?
Yeah, when is... So at 10 p.m. Eastern, we are going to have a quad. That's going to be Chef Gobes versus Octopuscal, and also Shooky versus Sharpless. So don't forget to drop a follow on the channel if you haven't yet. Drop a follow to both of these runners if you feel so inclined, and to my fellow commentator Softnum. And with that, I will be back in just a couple of hours to do the quad, and I hope I see you there too. Thank you for hanging out with me, Softnum.
Absolutely, thank you, and thank you to our runners. Thank you to Slug for restreaming and comsing with me. It's been great. So, we will be back in a couple hours here with our,
With our quad. Bye.
with our quad. What do I say?